What's good, y'all, man? Welcome back to the slums, man. We got overtime with OT. Overtime OT reacts to the Breakfast Club and the the Dame Dad situation. If y'all ain't see that, y'all gotta go check that out. It was the circus. You get what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be reacting to Overtime OT's video. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe and show your love and support to his channel for this content. Help him get to 2,000 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? You know, we like to give credit to the content creators, and we also like to support each other. So again, thank y'all for tuning into the slums, man. Hope y'all having a good day, man. Without further ado, let's get into this video, y'all.
This video falls under fair use. Fair use allows commentary, criticism, and reactions.
Low key, bro, really sound like the truth is that the channel, the truth is the conspiracy hip hop conspiracy theory channel. He sounds just like that dude.
What's up, back with another one. So today I'm gonna show you this clip of Dame Dash and DJ Envy. Check this clip out.
You were saying something.
My first question was about the Paid in Full.
What about it?
Did you own Paid in Full? Like, how did 50 Cent acquire ownership of Paid in Full?
Let me ask you a question. Let's put this in.
Now, pay attention to the fact he said, did you own Paid in Full, and how did 50 acquire the rights to Paid in Full? Making a statement, but also in a question form. So he's saying 50 Cent acquired the rights. How did he get it? If you own Paid in Full.
That's not how this works, Dan. No.
I'm sorry.
I asked the question.
You just cut me off. Right? Now I want you to notice every time you do that.
Okay.
And they would say I'm bugging if I yelled, but please let me complete my sentence. And
Yes.
Please don't tell me how we do things. That's going to be a trigger. So I'm just talking normally. Do you remember when 50 Cent was supposed to be putting out a documentary about Puff on Netflix?
Yes.
Where is it?
I think it's still happening.
Yeah, right. He's capping. So I talk a different language than most people. I'm a boss. So number one, there is no rights to be bought. So I knew he was trolling. And you got to remember, Cam tried to have my son come on. Well, let me ask you this. Do you think messing with people's children is all right? Can you answer that question?
No,
that's not fair.
No, because you didn't answer the original question.
I did answer it. I just told you. He's capping.
So he didn't get the rights to it.
How would that's the thing is, you know what the problem is?
The problem is how
you cut me off again.
Things. I'm asking you a question for you to
cut
answer,
me off
Dave.
again. See this?
No.
Let's take a commercial break.
Come on, man.
Keep cutting me.
Hey, yo, Dame is hilarious. He's funny, but he has to be in the sense, because when you known for checking and G-checking stuff, like not letting stuff slide, not letting people play with you, people tend to demonize you and act like you just a bad person because you don't allow people to play with you. But this is a prime example of why you have to check things when they first, like, you gotta check stuff at the door, because Dame through the years have been demonized because he don't allow people to play with him. And when you change and decide to, not be so, what people would say, they would be like, you are combative, you are the problem, right? When you decide you don't want to be that and you don't want to be seen as that, so you try to change, that's when people start playing with you the most. So what you dealing with is you dealing with somebody that would literally spaz on everybody and put stuff in this rightful perspective, but then you got people who playing on you when that person is changing and trying to be a better person. That's when these clowns start trying to play. And if y'all don't know, I do not rock with the Breakfast Club at all. So like, I'm a little bit biased because I just look at these people like they're paid shields, like they're just paid faces to keep us blind to what's going on in the government, keep us blind to reality, right? These people, we as the average person look at them like they one of us, but they really not. They really not. They in the top 15% of the world. I especially Charlamagne. I really just, and he's from South Carolina, where I'm from. I just don't like him. I don't like him. I don't like Charlamagne the God at all.
You don't think that's problematic that you keep cutting people off and you're interviewing them?
Okay.
You're really trying to tell me how to answer, and you expect me not
No,
to?
I just want you to answer.
Are you trying to trigger me?
No, I just want you to answer.
Okay, so then let me. How can I answer? You keep cutting me off.
Okay.
I told you he doesn't have the rights. No one has the rights. Who are you gonna buy the rights from? I wasn't planning on making Paid in Full about those people again. I was making my Paid in Full, and you don't have to buy the rights. I was actually there, so 50 trolls, and that's why when you guys talk about things, I wish you'd really do your research. ChatGPT does exist, so if you really wanted to know how 50 bought it, ask ChatGPT. How could he have bought it? Who could he have bought it from? Did you hear an announcement in depth?
Wait, Dame, I'm confused. I'm confused, gang. You just said he was capping. You just said there's no rights to buy, and now you saying ask ChatGPT how he bought the rights? If he didn't buy the rights, you wouldn't use how he bought. Bought meaning as in he already paid for it. He already has ownership of it. I don't know. I'm confused, man. Y'all leave it in the comments if y'all let me know what he talking about, because I don't know. I'm confused right now.
Deadline? Do you even read Deadline?
Yeah.
So then, if it wasn't in Deadline,
Been in Deadline several times.
You interrupted me. If you went to, if
That's the question. I wanted to know how he got to a particular way you were in the negative. That was the question.
I'm gonna tell you. So I use my own money because they would try to give me money, but tell me what to do. I'm gonna tell you something in business.
Stop talking. As long as I'm paying the loan back, it's not a problem.
You're triggering me.
And that's a part of the Breakfast Club I do not like. Charlamagne is business sound, like he's business illiterate. He just said, Damon Dash just said, they were trying to give me the money, but they were trying to tell me what to do. Meaning, I'm not taking no money from these people because they would try to control my creativity. Kind of like when the artist signs a record deal for a hit song, but he has a whole vision for the song that actually is a great treatment to the song. But then he signs to a label for that song, and then they shoot the video, and the video has nothing to do with his vision. That's because you gave up creative rights and creative control to the person when you took the money from them. So now they're funding your business venture or endeavor, and you have no control. But Charlamagne is, if he says if you pay the loan back, then that's not a problem. That's not how business works. So in certain different business fields, yes, that is how business works, but not in the entertainment industry. Ain't nobody giving you nothing and you just pay back the loan. No. They giving you so they can have control over you. But this is worker mentality versus a boss mentality.
You're trying to get me out of pocket.
No, but as long as
if you do that, I'm going
going
to take a break and go take a joint because I don't want to argue with you. I want to stay respectful.
Okay.
Stop interrupting me.
This guy, man. I'm gonna give you the same respect you give in the room, but go ahead.
Continue on, Dave.
Thank you. You guys don't know about business, so don't talk so confidently about it because people might believe.
I'm asking.
You cut me off again?
We're asking you
Oh, my
questions
God.
that you're not answering.
Jessica, they cut me off?
Yeah, they cutting you
Can you
off.
talk to them and tell them to stop?
Yo, y'all gotta chill in here because
You right,
They're going
Jess.
to say I'm
it's
bugging.
gonna- yeah, I know. Chill out, yo. Just,
Jess, you right.
Just stop cutting me
My
off.
bad, Dave. Go ahead.
You don't know about business and you say things. I said it, you can't say things you don't know and sound confident because people listen to you and you get in the algorithm. Do your research before you start spreading things.
What did we say wrong?
What did we say wrong?
You said 50 got the rights. You just said it.
No,
I'm
I'm
asking
talking
you
about
if 50
you,
had
and
the
you,
rights.
and you report. Talking about, and Dan.
No, he didn't. He said, how did 50 acquire the rights? Like, how did 50 acquire the rights? He asked the question, but he asked the question in the sense of 50 already is the owner. Not in the sense of does 50 have or own the rights? He said, how did 50 acquire the rights? As if it's already ownership. But let's continue.
Reposted me. Hold on. You actually reposted me.
Please.
And I asked a question.
Being a bully.
Man, cut it out, man.
We gotta come. You gotta come back. You gotta come back.
Me. This is an interview. You keep interrupting
Okay,
me.
I have a question.
I didn't finish my thought. You see what's going on?
Yo, so 50 Cent responded and he clowned Dame, talking about Dame is down bad, and I'm not blaming 50 because he's trying to show Dame that he's the top dog in New York. What's up? So what are my thoughts about this? Here's the thing. This is one of those moments where both sides are speaking from very different worlds, and neither one is necessarily wrong. It just depends on how you look at success and ownership. Dame Dash has been pushing that independent mindset for years, and when he brings up DJ Envy working for a company for over 15 years, he's trying to make a point about long-term control and legacy. He's saying that if you don't own the platform, you're always at the mercy of someone else, and for him, that's a non-starter. But at the same time, DJ Envy has built a strong brand under that same structure Dame is criticizing, and that's no small feat. He's had
Yeah, he built a strong brand that he doesn't even own. If DJ Envy has a disagreement with the owner of iHeartRadio or the owner of The Breakfast Club, yeah, he helped build the Breakfast Club brand. But if he has a disagreement with the owner and he decides to leave, he takes nothing from the Breakfast Club. He has no stake, no ownership in the Breakfast Club. That's the point. Why waste your time building up another person's brand because it pays well, as to taking that same time, building your brand and getting 100% of the rewards? Like, DJ Envy's so big by now, he could have literally quit the Breakfast Club 10 years ago, 5 years ago, and started a new venture and been successful on his own. But then again, we got to take that back because he tried to do real estate. Now he in a RICO. And I'm pretty sure Dame has never been caught up in no industry payola. For those of y'all who don't know what industry payola means, that's when a record label or a record label pretty much pays people like Charlamagne the God, people like The Breakfast Club, for their influence. When they play a song or react to a song, or let's just say payola, prime example of payola, Kai Cenat, Drake just drops a new album, Kai Cenat reacts, which I don't think Kai Cenat accepts payola. I think he genuinely just does his reactions on his own. But let's just say, for instance, hypothetically, he did accept payola. Let's just say Universal comes to Kai Cenat and says, hey, I got $250,000. Can you do a review of Drake's album and make sure you say something good about it? That's literally what they do. That's how Charlamagne and them get their bread. Even the podcasters, when you got like the Joe Buttons, not saying he does because I'm not for sure, but what's the Rory and Mal? They admitted that they take payola. They admitted this, and that they might be involved in the payola RICO as well. My point is, Envy ain't got no. You building the whole brand, but you don't own nothing. You don't own nothing. So I support and I rock with what Dame talking about. That's the information that the black community needs that we don't never get, because we always think we gotta go work for the conglomerate, work for the big industries just to be successful or be seen as successful. But like 50 said, it basically depends on, neither one of them is saying anything wrong, depending on how you view success and ownership. If you think working for somebody else, building their brand and their company up, while you on a $250,000 a year salary. If you think that's successful, and yes, you might be famous because you're seen all over the world, or you might, let's say you want a $1 million salary. Yeah, you're being paid really well, but you own nothing. You own nothing. I would rather be on a $500,000 salary, owning 100% of whatever I'm doing. Or 50% with a partner. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather do that. Own my own. Anyway, like 50 said, it just depends on how you see ownership and how you see success.
Consistency, visibility, and influence. And that doesn't automatically make him any less of a boss in his own way.
It definitely does. It makes him way less of a boss because he owns nothing. You got influence and visibility. All of that could be taken away by the same people who gave you the job. All it takes is one headline to take away your visibility. All it takes is one bad hot take, one bad remark that offends people, and that take away your visibility. All it takes is one headline, and that take away your influence. You know how hard it is to take something away from somebody who built it on their own? That makes, in my opinion, that makes DJ Envy, Charlamagne the God, and the Breakfast Club employees far less of bosses. Yeah, they might be bosses to poor people, but they're not bosses to bosses. They can't walk in a room full of bosses and feel like just as much of a boss. No.
The real conversation here is about what defines power in today's world. Is it about owning everything outright? Or can influence and reach be just as valuable, even if it's within a system?
You got poor people on Instagram that got 1 million followers. They got influence. They got reach. They poor. What does that do for you? It can help you get some money. But does that guarantee you security? Is that security for your family? Huh? This is why I don't like the media and the industry, you know what I'm saying, media, because they literally have to keep us dumb to not know this type of stuff.
Then, when the topic of paid in full rights came up and the mention that 50 Cent may have bought them, that just added another layer. Some people see that as a business move. Others see it as symbolic a shift from the old to the new. Okay, so make sure to subscribe.
Alright, y'all. Let me know what y'all think about that video in the comments. Y'all heard my perspective. I'm more so on Dame's side because I believe in ownership. You know what I'm saying? I believe in entrepreneurship. I believe in, us being creative and using ourselves as creators to build things, on our own. That's to me, that's what I think life is about. I understand there's people that, prefer the, security of a paycheck. That's okay too. Not for me or my life, but it's okay. I understand. So let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. Till next time, you already know who it is. I'm out, y'all.
Me and muddy, that's just what I like. I be sipping on mud. Bitch, I come from the